Okay, so I've had a recent hitch in playing Raid. I've been playing Raid for quite some time, and just today I would like to show you my champions. I have 59 champions, um, plus 9. So that is 68 champions. The champions that are in my vault, I haven't done anything really with, and I'm not ready to. But the champions I have here, I've worked with or I am working with. I have some 1 and 2-star champions. I have a few 2-star champions that I only have because they're barbarians, and I don't have really good barbarians to fight with yet. I also have this one here, a high elf, 4 stars, which eventually I'll use to upgrade. I just recently got a high elf that I haven't done anything with yet, really, except level her up some. I actually have 2 now. There's one here. But I'm not really ready to turn them in. I don't have enough money to throw away because it does cost money to, if you want to save the equipment that they're wearing, then you have to pay. And then also, it just costs money in general to upgrade champions. So, I just got Shamrock actually in time for St. Patrick's Day, my first legendary. So super psyched about him. He's done wonders in my gameplay. And then I have Torture Helm, who I believe kicks butt more so than anyone. Like, he 3 stars things all on his own. He does lots of levels. He's the reason why I've gotten through most of Nightmare. In gameplay, they have normal, hard, difficult, and Nightmare. There's I think there's 4. There could be 3 different settings, and he is just very, very strong. They also call him Mr. Smiley, which I just learned through research. Then I got Stagnite for Christmas. I was a special poll event where you were more likely to get Christmas related characters, and he's the one I got. Super psyched. He's very strong, but he's also in tune with Christmas, as in you never know what you're gonna get. He is very easy to kill, and sometimes his hits are very weak. In other times, he will just do so much damage. Just bam. And it's so basically, if you have him on your team, you're gonna want someone like Shamrock who casts a spell which places a revive on death. If he's weak and Shamrock casts his spell to place a revive on death, when he gets killed, he is revived instantly with some shield and half-life. This is my favorite. This was my first. You get to choose out of, I believe, 4 champions when you start playing Raid, and I chose Aethel. I leveled her up. I did all of her masteries, and she did have all super awesome artifacts. However, I was trying to get one of my characters to have a certain degree in their stats. So I stole some of her artifacts and gave them to the other one, and it didn't work out either way. So anyways, she's my favorite. I love her skills. I love the Divine Blades. The Higher Blessing allows her to take 2 turns. She does this one to increase her attack and defense, and then she gets to use an attack, either Divine Blades, which takes some time to cool down, so she can use only once every 3 turns, or the Strike Down, which hits 3 times whenever. She can use this anytime. But she also comes with an aura, which makes her really strong, and that increases all of her allies, anyone that's on her team, HP by 15%. And then the last one that I'm really going to go in great depth talking about is my final 6-star, 6th-level ascended Melga Steel Girdle. She can actually bring 2 allies back to life. So when she is strong and you take good care of her, she needs a lot of leveling up in her artifacts. She's well worth it, because if she's alive and say Aethel, who's a great super, look at her power compared to even my best players, she's actually considered a more powerful player than Shamrock. Anyways, if she dies, Melga's Steel Girdle can bring her back to life, and as well as probably Stag Knight. That usually happens when they're playing together. These two will be the first to go, and then she'll just wave her magical wand and bring them back to life. Then she'll play like a shield or something to protect. But anyways, she is a great addition. I, before having her, did not like any dwarves that I was ever gifted through shards or any other means. The rest of my characters that I'm working on, I have a lot that I like, and I just don't know who's worth it to level up, to sacrifice, to do all of the work. To what happens is, if you want them to be stronger, you have to choose however many they are ranked. So she's a rank 4. You can see with the 4 stars. You need 4 players that are rank 4 to be dissolved, and then she will become a rank 5 player. So they are sacrifices to her rank, and then you will no longer have those players. So technically I can rank up a lot of my characters, but I'm just not prepared. I need to really do some work choosing and leveling up basic characters. So what I've done before is I've gotten this one here, super weak, easy to level up, but he's worthless. His skills are, when it's his turn, it's basically someone to take the hit instead of another one of my characters I have playing. As he plays, he can get leveled up, so I just take this guy here, sacrifice him, then he becomes a rank 2. Keep leveling him up, or I level like 2 of these other guys up and make them into 2, and so on and so forth. So then you're using a lot of weak to make a strong, weaker player that can be sacrificed instead to make players that I really want to keep stronger. So Miscreated Monster, if he were to level up into a 5-star, a 6-star, he would be an excellent, excellent player on my team. Also, Catacomb Counselor, he's already a 5-star. I had to make some sad sacrifices for him, as well as Melga, because I was impatient and I wanted him to be leveled up. And his skills are awesome. The Army of Death teams up with 3 random allies to attack a single enemy. You can only do it once every 5 turns, but that's a lot of hit. That's packing a lot of punches all at once. It's very good. So I'm going to save him. I really think he should be a rank 6. He's also an epic. You can see by where it says his attack, purple right there, epic. Any if they're circled in purple, they're epic. If they're blue, it's rare. So they're not as strong. Easier to kill, attacks don't hit so hard. But if they've got the right gear on them and they can produce the right types of punch, rare characters really are helpful. Same goes with common. I'm pretty sure they're called, no, uncommon. It's a second, and then there's common. But there are actually even common that really can pack a punch. I put these 2 together and they do good. They're easy to kill, but when they're attacking, do good. So anyways, this game has been taking up a lot of my time, including basically just daily, doing the daily login rewards, making sure I collect the day. I've been very diligent, and then completing quests. They have daily quests, weekly quests, monthly, and advanced. I haven't finished today's advanced because I'm not strong enough, and I don't feel like doing the crypt keys. I can do the 12 crypt keys in Faction Wars, but in my Faction Wars, I have my weakest choices. Night Revenant, I only have one. That's the Miscreated Monster. And I used to have more, since then I have turned them into other characters to make them stronger. So they're gone now. That's really just him, and it's one. He can only defeat up to stage 2, and that takes 1 key, doesn't get really good artifacts or glyph drops, which are helpful in the game. Same goes for High Elf Crypt. I only have these ones here, and during gameplay, they're not the greatest. Very, very weak, killed very quickly. So you can have it on auto, or you can turn auto off and choose which power you want them to have. You can have it on speed of gameplay basic or a little bit sped up. I usually, if there are things that I've played or I'm doing fine at, will put it on auto, but sometimes you'll watch and you know that if you take over, you could win, or change your gameplay so you can earn more stars. Like, one person keeps dying because they're trying to do one thing and you want to take over. You turn it off auto and then you push play and just take over for yourself. So realizing how they work together, how their artifacts that you have them clothed in help them beat their battle is good, and knowing what you need to do to step it up. So it's asking me, it's saying I don't have any ore skills. See the little banner on the other team, they have like a heart, a little running man, a shield. None of mine in my high elves have ore skills, so let's see if I can do a more difficult level here. There's also chat too, and most of the time it's not very talkative, but there are different rooms you can change, so you can pick your language and choose a channel like a walkie-talkie, and there's some channels which are more talkative than others. So if you're being annoyed by the words you're seeing up in the top screen, you can just change your channel to something obscure. Usually really higher numbers have less talking, or like if you choose a common number, it might be more likely to have more talkers in it. So lower numbers and then common numbers, things like 420, 69, things like that have annoying people. 911 might have annoying people, just to give you an idea. Look, she's gonna die, and then that's what happens when you lose. You don't earn any points at all. But anyways, so there's a lot more to this game. It takes up a lot of my time, really, but it's cool because a lot of the stuff you can get done on auto. So you go to your battles, and you know you have to be in the dungeon to get some spirit potions to help level your characters. There's an option to multi-battle. I don't have multi-battle left. I used them all last night, but it's honestly about an hour of gameplay that you're setting your phone down and not using your phone at all. So I think that's good. You're getting all of the good stuff. You're playing a game and you're not there, so you're off of your phone, and then when you're finally back on your phone, it comes with a bunch of gifts, and then probably other apps have built up new pictures, new comments, quotes, memes, things like that you can rifle through before turning in. So that's my piece on Raid.